Hello, welcome everyone to this event with the Distech Controls Business Development Team. My name is Kevin Klinger, and I'm excited to meet with everyone here today and give you an introduction to our team. Really, as a business development team for Distech Controls, we're strategically focused on four vertical markets: commercial real estate, retail, healthcare, and data centers. And I'll introduce you to each one of the team members that have been added to our team here very recently. As business development professionals, really our goal here is to do what's best for the end customer and be the trusted advisor. We're going to try to do our best to find the best solution for you as a customer and to connect you with the right people within our organization to provide you with the right solutions. So that's a quick little introduction about business development at Distech Controls. And what I like to do is take a few minutes and introduce you to my team. The first person I'd like to introduce you to is Mark Warwick. He is our business development manager for retail. Mark, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Kev?
Doing great. Hey, let's take just a few minutes here and give us a little bit of your background in the industry and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. First, Auburn University, so War Eagle, big shout out. I spent about 20 years with Emerson Climate Technologies, and then I went with other disruptive technologies like Baltimore Air Coil with their hybrid condenser. Just always liked new and great technology, similar to what Distech has with their openness.
Great. Hey, thanks, Mark. Good to have you on the team. The next person we're going to hear from is Renee Jacobs. She is our business development manager for healthcare. Hey, Renee.
Hi, Kevin.
How are you?
I'm great.
Great.
I spent over 20 years working for healthcare organizations, running healthcare facilities and building hospitals, medical office buildings and the like. And I spent most of my life in Kansas City. So this was a regional healthcare system I worked for when I was a VP of facilities and construction for 11 hospitals. And I made a move about 10 years ago to work in the controls industry to help healthcare organizations from a different avenue. So I am pleased to be here with Distech Controls to be able to continue to serve those healthcare organizations.
Great. Thanks, Renee. Appreciate that. And the newest member of our team, Rob Coyle. He is our business development manager for data centers. Rob, how are you?
Good, Kevin. Thanks.
Great. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Sure. I'm originally from Chicago, but I've been in the Raleigh, North Carolina region for about 10 years. I've been focused on critical power with a background in electrical switchgear and mechanical systems for critical environments and mainly data centers. I'm really excited to be part of Distech and their open platform because I'm also a member of the Open Compute Project, where we're really trying to answer challenges in the industry related to supply chain and better performing systems. So I've really found a great home here at Distech.
Yeah, we're great. Happy to have you and the entire team, Mark, Renee, all of us are happy to have you guys here with us. The next question that I have is, why the BMS industry? And I think that we have kind of a mixed group here of people with industry in the BMS world and others who don't. And I'll just kick it off from my perspective, one of the things that I really like about the BMS industry and what gets me excited about it is the ingenuity and the opportunity to provide just a ton of different solutions and add value to the end customer. I have seen BMS systems be used in so many different ways and solve so many different problems that it really gets me excited to face those challenges and address the problems that our customers face and have a solution for them. And so now we're going to hear from Rob next. Rob, you're relatively new to this industry, but what have you what do you like about the BMS industry?
I've spent the last almost 10 years, but specifically in the last 5 years of integrating systems from different manufacturers on the electrical and mechanical side. So from all the major manufacturers, they all have different requirements, different protocols, And there's a lot of performance lost when those systems don't work as well as they could together. And in the data center industry specifically, there's so much varying equipment and parts and pieces within those environments that I think there's a lot of opportunity for existing systems that are out there and people building new facilities to take advantage of what the BMS systems can offer to the performance of those individual systems and how they work together. I think there's a lot of opportunity to have those systems work in concert together a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely, and I've certainly seen that happen in the BMS space, and it's a great fit. Thanks, Rob. Mark, what about you? What do you like about the BMS industry?
Basically, it's just helping retailers with their sustainability goals, and anytime we can reduce energy, their Scope 1 emissions, it's a win-win. They're saving money, and we're saving greenhouse gas.
That's always a winning formula, is helping save money and create energy efficiency. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate that. And Renee, what about you? Why the BMS industry for you?
Hospitals are always challenged with reducing cost so they can provide better patient care. And for every dollar in energy costs saved by a healthcare organization, it puts $20 back to the bottom line that they can use for enhanced patient care. They can use it for improving their infrastructure. So building automation is really the front runner in being able to provide those energy costs for healthcare organizations, and then also improve the patient experience and therefore, in turn, improve patient outcomes.
Great. Perfectly said there, Renee. Appreciate that. A lot of value, a lot of opportunity to help each one of these vertical markets with the Distech solution. The next question I'd like to ask is, what makes you so passionate? Why are you so passionate about the vertical market that you represent? And for this question, we're gonna kick it off with Renee. I know she's got a lot of passion around healthcare, and so Renee, how would you respond to that question?
Well, honestly, Kevin, all of us will use a hospital or healthcare facility in our lifetime, either for us, a family member, friends, and by providing a safe, comfortable environment for the patients and staff, it's going to definitely improve the patient outcomes and your satisfaction with your outcomes at that hospital facility. So my passion just comes from years of operating and building hospitals and knowing how important it is to keep those hospitals up and running 24/7, 365, and have those available at any time for patients that are in need.
Very good points. Appreciate that. Thank you. Rob, you're next. What makes you so passionate about the data center industry?
Well, I grew up in the construction industry. I come from a family of carpenters. So from when I was very little, I've been around the construction industry. But personally, I've always had a passion for technology. I mean, any broken electronic device in my home as a kid was an opportunity for me to take something apart and figure out how it works. So the data center industry, with its tremendous growth right now, is really the marrying of my passion for technology and my desire and history of wanting to build something. And if we've seen anything in the last year, is this insatiable demand for digital infrastructure, and data centers are a key part of that. And if it's related to healthcare industry, retail industry, or working from home, data centers are going to forever be a big component of that.
Yeah. Very well said. Appreciate that, Rob. And Mark, what makes you so passionate about the retail market?
Well, multi-site retailers might have to manage thousands of sites, and to be able to provide a tool for them to effectively manage and back to the energy, save them energy and optimize their stores. That's really why I'm passionate about the retail world.
Great, thank you. And just to wrap it up for me, for commercial real estate, what gets me so excited and passionate to provide solutions to that market. We're in buildings all the time, commercial office buildings, universities, schools, all different types of buildings. And we want those places to be comfortable. We want them to be safe. We want the people running those buildings to make good decisions. And so to be able to provide a solution and tools for the decision makers and people running those facilities to make those decisions for a better space for us to be in, really gets me excited and passionate about what I do. And now let's just take a minute here and get to know each one of our team members here a little bit better. We're going to ask a question about, tell us about, a fun fact about you, or maybe a hobby that you have. I'll kick it off. Maybe it's not a secret so much, but I do speak Spanish mostly. I was able to spend 2 years in South America, and where I was able to pick up the Spanish language. So, hola y bienvenidos para todos que hablan español. And then the other thing about me is I just really like golf. Not a big secret, but if you ever want to play around in golf, let me know. And with that, I'll turn over to Mark. Mark, tell us something about you, a hobby, fun fact about you.
Since moving out to Colorado about 15 years ago, anything outdoors. And you can see behind me, I've got some wildlife photography. And my latest is fly fishing. I wish those trout were a little easier to catch, but definitely love the outdoors in Colorado.
Great. Thanks, Mark. Sounds great. And Rob, what about you? Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
I'm an avid boater. I really like time on the water, and in growing up in Chicago, it's a really short season. So you're very passionate about the time when the sun's shining and it's warm enough to be on the water. But water skiing, wakeboarding, surfing, whatever it is, if I can get out on the water, I'll take an opportunity. So it's been nice to be able to enjoy the longer season here in North Carolina. And now I get to share that passion with my kids. I have a 6 and 8 year old, and they're water skiers already as well. So we really get to enjoy that as a family.
I've done a little bit of wakeboarding in my time, but I can't claim I'm very good at it. So that sounds like a lot of fun. And Renee, tell us a little bit more about you.
Well, I get to enjoy Colorado because my daughter goes to college in Colorado, but my hobbies are really traveling and photography, and one feeds the other. So I do a lot of nature photography when I travel. And one of my dreams, I love to scuba dive, and I really want to scuba dive on the Great Barrier Reef. I haven't had a chance to do that yet, but definitely on my list of things to accomplish.
Great. Sounds like a lot of fun. Well, that wraps up this event. Thank you for taking some time to get to know the Distech Business Development team. Hopefully you've got a sense for our background, our passion, our drive to help you as customers find the right solution and help you make better decisions, help you save energy, to help you have better, safer spaces in whatever spaces those might be. Please feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. And once again, thank you.